Hey guys, and welcome back. Be sure to check out all of our MLB picks over at stumpthespread.com. Links down in the video description, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to continue to get all of our pick video plays. Heading into today's action for October 4th, we got another exciting wild card matchup here between the Colorado Rockies and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Two teams from out west, and actually the winner of this game is going to go ahead and play the division winner there, the LA Dodgers. So going to be interesting to see how that all plays out. The NL West, clearly the best division in baseball this year, at least in the National League. Very top-heavy there with the Rockies, Diamondbacks, and Dodgers pretty much having a stranglehold on those 3 of the 5 playoff spots throughout the entire regular season. Colorado, actually both Colorado and Arizona, more of a surprise. There wasn't a whole lot of people saying that these were going to be 2 of the teams representing the NL in the postseason this year, given what they had done the year prior, but Colorado, a lot of young guys, new manager this year, and they were able to just build a good cushion there for a while, and then they kind of, during the second half of the regular season, played a little bit more 500 or so baseball, but enough to get the job done. 87 wins, 75 losses for this improving Colorado Rocky roster that should only get better as the years go on. They've been a lot of fun to watch this year. Colorado, you always expect them to build around the offensive side of the ball, given they play in a very hitter-friendly ballpark over there at Coors Field. Arizona, actually a similar sense, tends to be more of a hitter-friendly ballpark down there in Arizona, and in recent years they've really tried to build around the strengths of their offense. So two teams that can get the job done on the offensive side of the ball, but they've also been respectable pitching-wise as well, especially in terms of what Arizona's done pitching this year. But to stay on the road team here, the Rockies, hitting-wise, they rank 3rd in all of baseball in total runs scored, which you always expect from Colorado every year, whether they have a good team or not. It's been the pitching that's been a difference maker for the Rockies, as obviously they play half their games in a very hitter-friendly ballpark, but their pitching staff has been right around league average this season in terms of their staff ERA, and whenever the Rockies have a season when they're about league average in team ERA, they're going to have a lot of success like they were able to have this campaign. Today, the Rockies going to be sending out Jon Gray, the 25-year-old righty, who's been just tremendous in the 20 starts that he's made this season. He's just been a guy that has stepped up to the plate and really taken a lot of responsibility on his shoulders this year to be one of those strong forces within inside of this rotation, which has a lot of number of young guys who have been very intriguing and fun to watch this year. Jon Gray sitting on a 3.67 ERA with 112 strikeouts and a 1.3 whip, and he's logged 110 innings. So some really good stuff there from Gray this year. Whenever you come into these postseason situations, you never know how these young guys are going to respond, especially with a guy like Gray in a hitter-friendly ballpark against an Arizona Diamondbacks lineup that can put a lot of runs on the board. Not going to be an easy test for him. If he can just get about 5 to 6 innings on the board for the Rockies without giving up too much to the opposing offense, I'm sure Colorado would be happy with that, but it's not going to be easy and definitely something to be worth watching. The home team here today, the Arizona Diamondbacks, like I said, they've also had a lot of offensive success this year, ranking 8th in all of baseball in total runs scored, but it's been their pitching staff that's been the main reason why this group has gone on to win 93 games this year, which is a complete turnaround from what we saw out of the Diamondbacks last year. With the team ERA of just 3.66, a very low number for that 3rd overall ranking, and one of the major contributors to that great number has been veteran 33-year-old righty Zack Greinke. He's a guy that's been there, done that. He's pitched in the postseason. He's been in the American League and the National League. He's got a ton of experience under his belt. Certainly a guy you would think you can rely on coming into these postseason situations with that 3.2 ERA on the year with 215 strikeouts and just a 1.07 whip. He's just been a tremendous force in this pitching rotation for the Diamondbacks. So we like both of these teams offensively. We also like both starters that are on the mound today, and we're going to be talking about the over-under in this one, which is currently set at about 8.5 runs. With what we saw yesterday in that Minnesota-New York Yankees game, at least at the time that I'm making this video, which is about 9 o'clock Eastern, there's been a lot of runs on the board. I'm not sure if it's going to continue that way, but it just goes to show you that these postseason games aren't necessarily slow, grinded out kind of fests where they're low scoring. That doesn't always tend to be the case, and it seems like with the weather being better for this time of year, and also obviously playing in Arizona, you're going to be getting good weather. That should help the offenses. We saw that in New York. It's a little bit seasonably warm there, and that really allows the ball to travel well and the hitters to be a little bit more comfortable there in the batter's box. So we saw a lot of runs, at least early on in yesterday's game. Not sure how that one's going to finish out, but also today we like both of these offenses, and although we like both Greinke and Gray on the mound, we still feel like these offenses can produce enough runs throughout this to go ahead and get the over. All we need is a final score of like 5-4, 7-3, you know, something in that range, which I certainly think is accomplishable. All you need is to have about 1 or 2 innings where an offense really is able to take advantage of a pitcher, and you should be able to go ahead and potentially get this over. So that's going to be our take again today, siding with the over on the 8.5 runs as our play for today's action. And again, guys, you can get all of our picks over at stumpthespread.com, linked down in the video description, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to continue to get more of our content. Thanks for stopping on in, and we hope to see you guys in future videos. Bye.